15 of the largest animals of their kind on Earth. Animals take many shapes and forms and come in a great diversity of sizes, from microscopic to the 30 meters long blue whale. Whether you measure in terms of weight, height or length, there is no denying some animals are huge in comparison to others in their class. The largest living animals in the world today aren't land animals, because on land they must struggle against the forces of gravity to survive, effectively limiting their size. The creatures of the oceans can grow much larger, because the buoyancy of the water offers relief from gravity's effects, allowing them the freedom to grow to gigantic proportions. The largest animal ever lives in the sea. All species have a largest member. Here are the list of 15 of the largest animals of their kind. Largest bird with a wingspan measuring up to 11.5 feet 3.5 meters long, the wandering albatross Diomedia exulans, is the largest living bird on Earth. The largest bird species on record, Pelagornis sandersi, is now extinct. Its wingspan measured between 20 and 24 feet 6.1 and 7.3 meters, twice as long as the modern wandering albatross's wingspan, said Daniel Sepka, a paleontologist and curator of science at the Bruce Museum in Greenwich, Connecticut. The heaviest living bird is the ostrich, which weighs an average of 244 pounds. 111 kilograms. The heaviest extinct bird is either the elephant bird, Apiornis maximus, or the moa, Dinornis robustus. While the science community is split, if you put a gun to my head, I would say Apiornis maximus and go with 500 kilograms, 1,100 pounds, as the likely mass, Sepka said. They were, of course, flightless. Biggest butterfly, the Queen Alexandra's birdwing, Ornithoptera alexandrae, wins first place for largest living butterfly. Its wingspan is almost 1 foot, 0.3 meters, across. However, Alexandrae is rare. It lives in the rainforests of Papua New Guinea, and the International Union for Conservation of Nature, IUCN, lists this butterfly as endangered. Females of the species are brown and have a wingspan of 11 to 12 inches 28 to 31 centimeters, while the yellow, green, black and blue males are slightly smaller, with wingspans of 6.7 to 7.4 inches 17 to 19 centimeters long, Live Science previously reported. Largest rodent, the capybara, Hydrochaeris hydrochaeris, is the king of rodents. It stands about 2 feet 60 centimeters tall at its shoulders, making it the largest living rodent on Earth, according to the San Diego Zoo. The capybara is larger than its living relatives, cavies and guinea pigs. It can be found on land or wallowing in the water, where it can swim with its slightly webbed feet. The enormous rodents are native to South America. Largest bivalve, the largest known specimen of giant clam, was over 4.5 feet 1.3 meters wide and weighed approximately 550 pounds 250 kilograms. The large majority of a giant clam's mass is in its shell, with the soft parts accounting for only approximately 10% of the weight. Like most corals, some anemones, and other reef organisms, giant clams utilize a combination of methods to obtain food. The majority of their energy is derived from symbiotic algae living within their cells, providing the clams with excess energy that they make via photosynthesis, the use of sunlight to convert carbon dioxide into food energy. In return, the algae have a safe place to live and receive the nutrients necessary to photosynthesize. The giant clams provides those nutrients by filter feeding small prey from the water above the reef surface, which it siphons through its body. The beautiful, bright colors characteristic of individual giant clams are actually a result of the symbiotic algae. Giant clams reproduce via external fertilization, where eggs and sperm are released into the water column at the same time. However, giant clams are cemented to the reef surface, so they are only able to reproduce with other individuals that are close by. Therefore, individuals of this species are simultaneous hermaphrodites. They produce both eggs and sperm. They are not able to self-fertilize, i.e., an individual's sperm cannot fertilize its own eggs, but this life history strategy ensures that nearby individuals can always reproduce with each other. Largest fish, whales. Sharks are the largest fish in the world. They are not whales, they are sharks. They have a lot in common with whales, though. For example, they are massive like whales and they feed more like whales than a typical shark. Size and description: whale sharks can grow up to 40 feet 12 meters long, but on average they grow to 18 to 32.8 feet 5.5 to 10 meters and weigh 20.6 tons 18.7 metric tons. That's about the size of a school bus. Great white sharks may get more attention, but they are dwarfed by whale sharks. Great whites are the world's largest predatory fish, according to Discovery. They grow to be about 15 to 20 feet, 4.6 to 6.1 meters, or more, and can weigh more than 5,000 pounds. 2,268 kilograms. Whale sharks are not predatory. Whale sharks' heads are flattened and have a blunt snout above its mouth. Short barbels, whisker-like sensory organs like catfish have, protrude from their nostrils. Their backs and sides are gray to brown with white spots and pale stripes. Their bellies are white. Each whale shark has its own unique pattern of spots, much like human fingerprints. A whale shark's mouth is about 5 feet wide, 1.5 meters. They have rows of over 300 teeth, but as filter feeders they do not use these teeth to eat. Largest marsupial. The red kangaroo, Macropus rufus, is the largest living marsupial in the world. It measures up to 5.3 feet, 1.6 meters, from its head to rump, and its tail can be up to 3.6 feet, 1.1 meters, long, according to National Geographic. The marsupial weighs about 200 pounds, 90 kilograms. However, M. rufus isn't the largest kangaroo on record. That honor goes to the giant short-faced kangaroo Prosoptodon golea, which was more than twice as heavy, at 529 pounds, 240 kilograms. Live Science previously reported that animal went extinct about 15,000 years ago, according to the Australian Museum. The largest marsupial on record is the four-legged Diprotodon optatum, which looked somewhat like a bear. It was 5.5 feet, 1.7 meters tall at its shoulders and just under 13 feet, 4 meters long, and it weighed up to 6,100 pounds, 2,800 kilograms. This animal went extinct about 25,000 years ago, according to the Australian Museum. Longest snake. The reticulated python, Malayopathon reticulatus, is the longest snake in the world, regularly reaching over 6.25 meters in length. The longest reticulated python ever recorded was found in 1912 and measured in at a staggering 10 meters. That's more than half the length of a bowling lane and makes this snake longer than a giraffe is tall. Reticulated pythons live in Southeast Asia, and while they are typically found in rainforests, woodland and grasslands, their habitat preference seems to depend on their location. In Myanmar, these non-venomous snakes have only been found in pristine forest, whereas in Singapore, Indonesia and Malaysian Borneo they've also been recorded in sewers. Reticulated pythons are known to climb trees by firmly wrapping their bodies around the trunks and using muscular upward force. The longest and heaviest snake to ever be held in captivity was a female reticulated python called Medusa. Held in the USA, Medusa reached 7.67 meters long and weighed 158.8 kilograms. Green anacondas, Eunectes murinus, are also exceptionally long snakes. But they have also been subject to exaggerated length measurements in the past, with snakes of over 24 meters allegedly sighted. In reality, the green anaconda rarely exceeds 6.25 meters. Largest lizard. The fierce, fork-tongued Komodo dragon, Varanus komodensis, is the largest living lizard. Male Komodo dragons measure up to 10 feet 3 meters long and weigh about 200 pounds, 90 kilograms. Females are a bit smaller, growing up to 6 feet 1.8 meters in length, Live Science previously reported. The speedy predators have good vision and excellent senses of smell, which help them hunt large prey such as water buffalo, deer, pigs and even humans, so keep your distance. Largest frog. It doesn't start out so big, though. The Goliath frog tadpole is the same size as the tadpole of an average frog, but just keeps growing. The adult looks a lot like other frogs as well, just a whole lot bigger. Although these giant frogs have been around longer than humans, we still have a lot to learn about them. For example, how many years do they live? Is there more than one type of Goliath frog? Scientists are studying these creatures and learning new things about them. They hope that what they learn will help us find answers, so this amazing frog will be protected. The equator of Western Africa, near swift-moving rivers and waterfalls. These giant amphibians need to be near water much like the average frog. Goliath frogs come out at night and sit on river rocks to look for food. An adult Goliath frog eats the same types of food that other frogs do: insects, crustaceans, fish, and other amphibians. But one scientist found a bat in the stomach of a Goliath frog. Largest arthropod. Arthropods, spiders, insects and other invertebrates with hard exteriors make up the largest animal group on Earth, but only one arthropod species can claim the title of largest by size, the Japanese spider crab, Macrocheira kempferi. The largest Japanese spider crab on record had a leg span of 12.5 feet (3.8 meters), said James Lamsdell, an assistant professor in the Department of Geology and Geography at West Virginia University. But all the length is in the legs, Lamsdell said. If you think that's cheating, then the largest modern arthropod is probably the American lobster. Old ones can get to be a little over a meter (3.2 feet) in body length, although fisheries don't generally let them get that old anymore. The largest extinct arthropod is Jaekelopterus rhenanii, a giant sea scorpion that grew to be up to 8.2 feet (2.5 meters) long, and the claws, when extended, could have added about a meter to the total length, Lamsdell said. Largest dog. The Great Dane is widely recognized as the largest dog breed by the American Kennel Club, at least in terms of height. The Great Dane is a breed of German origin and its German name of Deutsche Dog means German Mastiff. However, before setting down official roots in Germany, the dogs that eventually became the Great Dane breed came from a crossbreed between English Mastiffs and Irish Wolfhounds. Though they aren't the heaviest dogs, reaching around 100 to 120 pounds, they are among the tallest. The average Great Dane stands around 28 to 30 inches tall, but often they can be taller. The world record holder for tallest dog was a Great Dane named Zeus, who stood an astounding 44 inches tall. However, these big dogs trade longevity for their size, and live only to be between 6 to 8 years old. Zeus died of old age at just 5 years old. Though the Great Dane is typically considered the largest of all dog breeds, we're going to look at a few other breeds that give this one a run for its money, including one breed that is actually even taller. Biggest jellyfish. The lion's mane jellyfish, Cyanea capillata, can be quite small, just 0.5 inches (1.3 centimeters) in diameter. It can also be astoundingly large, reaching a diameter of 6.6 feet (2 meters), according to National Geographic. Its tentacles are even longer, some topping 49 feet (15 meters) long, making this the largest jellyfish on the planet. These jellyfish can also sting people. One lion's mane jellyfish reportedly stung from 50 to 100 people swimming off the coast of New Hampshire in 2010, Live Science previously reported. Largest bat. The largest bats in the world are the flying foxes, or fruit bats family Pteropodidae, particularly those living in Southeast Asia. Several species in the genus Pteropus have a head-body length of up to 45 centimeters (17.75 in), a wingspan of 1.7 meters (5 feet 7 in), and a weight of 1.6 kilograms (3 pounds 12 ounces). The biggest are generally considered to be the large flying fox and the gigantic or Indian flying fox. Although certain other mammals are capable of gliding, bats are the only mammals capable of true flight. Thank you for watching.